Okay, let us share the screen. If it can go any faster. Yes, I'm sharing the screen. Thank you so much. There we go. And okay. All right. First of all, I would like to apologize for this very, very late presentation, but this is my presentation on Apple iCloud Management by Jordan Madeir. So there. So the business sector of the Apple Cloud business is a market organization that reaches a demographic of individuals that grow their market drastically. So based upon Apple's revenue and marketing based upon their buyers, they surpass the most based upon these statistics of a perspective of how big the Apple company is as a business sector in general. The second one is business operations. So here's an example. In 2014, they helped with Amazon doing their web services. They also in 2016 changed to Microsoft and Amazon S3, and they still do use this to this day, but they now use their Mac OS X, which is what I'm using, and Apple iOS as well, that uses Access for the cloud. So most of their internet comes from these resources from the 2016, but the Apple iCloud operations use the Apple iOS internet itself. So competitive advantages based upon how big Apple company is based upon their product being a luxury product. Publicity, the amount of people that have the phone, also special features only on Apple, such as their messaging, FaceTime, even text messaging as well is different. Even some social medias tend to go to Apple as more, faster internet, stuff like that. Apple also has a safe internet VPN setting that is not easily hackable compared to other phones. An example of HP, an example of Android. And there also is a safe iCloud storage that is not that hard to, that is not easily hackable as well, which you use a custom password for the buyer. So it's not like anyone has access to your cloud unless you give them your password. But the business sector, I'd say after 1 to 3 years, basically their job listings is the biggest thing that Apple has changed based upon their business sector as a whole. I have a quote that says Apple commits for 430 billion in the US investments over 5 years. I know it says 1 to 3, but this is the total of 1 to 3 years, as this example shows. This was drastic. This is 2017. So as this was made in 2017, this shows it today, this shows it now. So better research as an employment, they pretty much changed. They always innovate their iPhones, iPads, and Apple Watches now. Even their Apple pens, they change every time. And there's a new iPad. AirPods as well. They just came out with new AirPods for 2021. Just drastic changes that keeps the buyer updated with new technology. Also change their development process for buyers to have constant new products for every few years. So just that constant set of, as a capitalist, sensitivity of how buyers are using their products and selling them also, but also, I guess, buying them is a big thing. In the industry business sector, that is changing after computing resources. So I would say firms can free up resources with cloud computing is a big factor. Financial resources and human resources are free, such as firms use their resources with computing. Also, seeing more clients who are satisfied gives Apple a better access for resources, such as Amazon becoming green in 2025, because so many of these products are being bought by satisfied buyers, where they can easily accessibly change things to make it a lot more simpler to the environment. Such like that, Apple does the same thing as well, where they use simple materials, just like oil, metal. They use water for their materials, so it's not something that's huge. and something that's a huge environment change as well. So I would say it also eliminates managing and maintaining their own resources, I guess, from IT. Obviously, the way Apple changes their stuff is a lot environmentally different to how it started. So if you look at the first iPhone to now, it's very environmentally different. And here are my references. Ring Central was from the last slide we looked at, slide 6. Paul Meyer, I looked at his mostly for slide 4 and 5. And Apple Newsroom I use for all of them, but mainly slides 2, 3, and 4 as well. And yeah, thank you for listening. Stop.